not an entertaining fighter. I mean, I know, he has a maybe a small PBC fan base, but his style is kind of trash.
Yeah,
And I don't know what the hell Ryan had going on that night when he fought Rolly.
yeah.
But he dropped the
Turkey,
ball.
Turkey.
He got
He
cracked.
just dropped the ball.
He got
I'm
cracked.
gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you like this. Turkey is mad because of Rolly for one or two reasons. One, because he beat Ryan, or two, he was supposed to take a dive against Ryan and he didn't. Those are the only two
All the
reasons why
above.
he could.
All the above.
Yeah, I'm with you. But now Rolly can't even get back in the ring. This is nasty work. Like, so it's not, the money is not there for
But
him
what
to
do you
defend
mean?
that title. Like, he can't even
But
defend the belt. It's been over a year, right?
Ryan is about
No.
to fight
Oh,
twice since he fought
well, yeah,
Rolly.
it's been over a year since. Well,
Yeah.
he's been elevated to the WBA Super. So
And he
when
just
he
came
got
out a week
elevated,
ago free and talked about he was about to retire.
yeah, but they
So it's
elevated
a
him to a W to a because he had a mandatory, but it just so happened his
Sea con guía,
mandatory
so
is fighting Devin's mandatory. So his that fight went out the window because they was
yeah.
negotiating the fight with Devin, and then Devin and them walked away from the table. So he don't have a fight because the mandatory is already got a fight. Now they elevated him to WBA Super, which means he doesn't have any mandatories. All he got to do is go around and fight voluntary fights or fight other champions. He don't have any mandatories.
mm.
So
Yeah, this is hopefully he can eat. Hopefully he can come back. Go ahead, Arnie.
is Jack Catterall the champion now where Rolly is super?
He's the
Yeah, he's the
he has
regular
the
champion.
regular title. Yeah, he has the regular title, and Rolly has the super title. So
Oh, okay.
Jack will face any mandatories that the WBA brings forth, and Rolly can pretty much, I guess, he can pretty much fight who he want to fight. Right? He'll be able to unify the titles. Technically, Jack is not supposed to be able to unify his regular, but they did let David Morrell fight
Why?
Benavidez, so we'll see.
Can I ask why?
It's
No,
supposed that's
I keep trying to tell y'all the WBA regular can unify. They can unify with other title holders. It's just they don't normally do that because usually the WBA Super is fighting the other champions. But the WBA quote unquote regular title is a legitimate title because until they designate a super champion, the WBA quote unquote regular title is the title. So the super was created. The WBA regular title has always been the title. The super was the one that was created later on. The WBA regular has always been the title. So they can unify. It's just usually the WBA super is unifying with the other champions.
Interesting. I mean, if you can put so okay, so let's say that Devin and Keyshawn is a main event. I'm thinking a co-main event like Iglesias versus Adames. I'm thinking a co-main event like
yeah.
like
Now we working.
what's his name? Shit,
Well,
I just
Hamza,
had it.
maybe Shiraz.
Yeah, the word is yeah, exactly. Like Iglesias has been talking with Adames for quite a while now, but he may end up fighting Hamza Shiraz because I saw Canelo the other day saying that they gotta quote
Uh, he,
unquote earn their shot, so they gotta fight each other to fight him. So I don't mind it. I don't mind Iglesias and
uh,
Shiraz.
he, he back on this again.
What?
What he's trying to do, he's
Who?
trying to he whoever he really don't want to fight, he's hoping that one lose.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
the same
Yeah.
thing that he
And I
did to David
guarantee
Benavidez.
you, I guarantee you that's Iglesias, bro. I
Yeah,
guarantee
the
you
same
that.
the same thing he did to David Benavidez. He was hoping David Benavidez lost to one of these guys, so he wouldn't have to face them because he knew he had a better chance with the other guys.
Man,
David Benavidez beat everybody, so he was
Canelo
like, "I'm not fighting him."
Now let me ask you something, Free, because I
Canelo
heard
is
from somebody,
afflicted
I heard from somebody, and I am a Canelo hater, like guilty as charged.
as am
But
I.
but I heard from somebody.
Beat somebody first yourself.
I heard somebody that said that Benavides. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, so I'm not getting the whole thing here, but they say something like Benavides sat through a two or three WBC conventions and never called this mandatory or something like that. Can you speak to that, or can any of you speak to that? I'm paraphrasing here. Okay.
Repeat that, irony. Who you referencing?
Somebody told me that Benavidez sat through two or three WBC conventions or something like that, where you're
So,
supposed to like call. Go ahead.
so no, I was gonna say I put the link for that video in our group chat. So what happened
Oh,
was
okay, okay.
so what happened was David Benavidez, he petitioned the WBC because he was the WBC champion at 175. He petitioned the WBC to fight Noel at cruiserweight for that title. They granted that championship. And I mean, they granted that mandatory. So he's the mandatory to Noel now. So Mauricio came out and said Noel will have to fight David Benavidez or he will be stripped. So what happened was this whole thing with Ja Obetaia, and I tried to tell y'all, nobody wanted to listen. Well, I'm not gonna say y'all. We know who the individuals that was rooting for Ja Obetaia. They didn't want to listen.
He's
Ja
talking about me.
Obetaia,
He's talking about me. Okay.
Ja Obetaia had already planned to fight Noel back in March before he even fought Brandon. That fight was already lined up. That's why I kept telling y'all there was no opportunity for David to fight Ja Obetaia because Ja Obetaia already had plans. He had already planned to fight Noel back in March before he even fought Brandon. When he fought, that's why they had the face-off when they had that press conference for the Brandon fight. They had the
Yeah.
face-off with Noel and Ja Obetaia because that fight was already planned out. Jose Benavidez, after they
That
won
was
the fight,
before. That was before he got stripped by the IBF, right?
yeah, that was
Okay.
before he got stripped.
Okay.
But Jose Benavidez, after they won the fight with Zordo, Jose Benavidez had reached out to Ja team, never heard anything back. The reason they contacted him back once the WBC had mandated David Benavidez to fight Noel. The reason they said they never contacted Jose Benavidez back is because they was told the guy that they need to speak to was Samson. So they asked him, did you reach out to Samson to offer David Benavidez a fight? They never got an answer back of them reaching out to Samson. Samson said they never reached out to him. So they never reached out for David Benavidez. David Benavidez's team is the team that's been reaching out for Ja Obetaia. Ja has never been, his team has never reached out for David Benavidez. And this is what I kept telling y'all. I'm like, y'all not listening to what's going down. And I've been trying to tell y'all, Ja Obetaia has not been trying to fight David. He's been trying to fight other guys. David's been trying to fight Ja Obetaia. And this is what I've been telling y'all. And
Let
like I
him.
said, I dropped the link in our group chat for the members. Y'all can go watch the video. He gives the whole breakdown, timeline by timeline, and he gives all of the facts of what happened and why that fight with David Benavidez and Jai is not going through, and why David Benavidez got mandated to fight Noel.
Now let me
Listen,
ask you
that's a.
another thing. Go ahead.
Let
Go
me
ahead.
just say this
Sorry.
real quick. Let me jump in. Shout out to Bobby, man. Appreciate the $2 support, Bobby. We need that support coming through to the
Bobby,
platform
how you doing,
so
my
we
guy?
can keep growing, bro. Thank you for that love and support. I think Bruce Gas is in here. Shout out to Bruce. Appreciate you, Bruce, pulling up on us. We definitely cooking it here, and we already know that David Benavidez is that guy at cruiserweight. Go ahead, Irony.
Who exactly is we? Anyway, I
The
wanna.
I mean, the people with eyes that watch boxing.
Okay, so I'm a blind man. Nah, I'm just fucking around. Um, so back in the day when he had that thing with well, not really him. It was his older brother that got into it with Caleb Plant. Remember this at a gym, and they had a little scuffle and what have you. They were both under PBC back then, Caleb and David, right?
No, no.
Okay,
What?
I'm
You
gonna
said
look that up. That's
you
fine.
said hold
I'll
on.
get back to you.
You said PBC top 10.
No, no, no. I'm
Oh,
saying were they both on under PBC back then?
oh yeah. They was both on the PBC. You talking about
Yeah.
Caleb Plant and David Benavidez?
Right. Back in the day,
Yeah, yeah,
when they
yeah.
had a little thing, yeah.
Who we gotta call it what it is, man. Uh this is getting sickening, yo. So this dude literally steps on Boo Boo Andre. He goes up the cruiserweight and steps on Zerto. I mean, these dudes did either one of them even get past the sixth round? And now
Um,
these are two multiple weight champions, people that have been reigning in the sport. They fought y'all beloved Bivol.
oh yeah,
Bivol fought Zerto, and his eyes. He walked out with his sight, his health, and everything. When he fought David, he literally may never fight again. We just hoping that his eye is
well,
okay. We just
he
hoping that
was
he can keep his sight. So
he also
it's
wasn't
levels,
34.
man.
He also wasn't 34 years old when he fought him.
Well,
Okay,
how old was Brandon Glanton?
I don't know,
Uh,
man. Let me look that
30,
up.
38,
Hey,
38.
he's a football player converted to
Brandon,
boxer.
no, it's not Brandon Grant. It's the one that he always get credit for. Breeders was 38. And that's the one that
Yeah,
everybody give him credit for. Oh, well,
Yeah,
of
Zorda was
course.
34. Well, Breeders was 38.
and he
But
got
If
out
you gonna
and
say,
he got out
if
of
you
that
gonna
fight by the skin of his teeth.
but free,
right,
but free. You know as well as I do that Breedis gave Usyk all he could handle back at cruiserweight. Man, we're not talking about some chump here.
no, but what I'm saying is, if you're gonna say David Benavidez beat a 34-year-old Zordo, who was a unified champion. He had
Yeah.
already fought in the weight classes before David got there. He
Hmm.
came in the
That's
ring at
true.
230 pounds,
Yeah.
and David Benavidez stopped that guy, knocked him down for the first time in his career, and
Mm.
stopped him.
Yeah.
You're gonna complain about that, but y'all be like, oh well, Breeders, he's a Hall of Famer. I mean, he's one of the greatest cruiserweights of all
This
time.
this is
Well,
the
I don't,
Breedis is the most
I
Breedis is the most beloved cruiserweight in the history of boxing. I mean,
the hell are you
people
talking about?
people love, man,
No,
people always Breedis this and Breedis that. People love Breedis. We know he a good fighter.
no, the only
Damn.
like I said, the only time people bring up Breeder's name is to validate Ja Obetaia or Usyk because those are the
Right.
only two guys that he fight that anybody care about.
Well, I
The only two
mean,
guys that he fought that anybody cared about.
I
Most
mean,
most
hold
people,
on.
I'm not coming on at anybody on here, but most people can't name three opponents that Breeders fought outside of Usyk and Ja Obetaia.
Okay, but the fight that he gave
Yeah.
Usyk, I mean, did he not give Usyk a tougher fight than Dubois twice, than AJ the first one, than Chisora, than Tony Bellew, Michael Hunter? It's quite a few names here. I mean, anyway, listen, I'm not gonna die on
For
that
all
hill
we
either.
know, Usyk was struggling to make 200.
No, this man said Breeders beat Mike Perez. I don't even know who Mike Perez is. He
Oh,
said
he
Breeders
talking about the
beat
40-year-old that's still active, that's still getting W. Shout out to
Yeah,
Mike Perez.
that's Cuban. I think
Perez is
Cuban
good.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah, he's good. I like
Um,
Perez.
that man.
I like Breeders
I,
too though. But like we pulling hairs with this stuff. Like we just need Jao Pataya to sign the contract. We need
no,
him to find a way to make that Benavidez fight.
let's not act like Zurdo's an all-time great fighter either. Let's pump the brakes here just a minute now.
man.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you what Ja Obetaia. I mean, okay. Let me ask you this, Irony. Who is the A side in this fight between David Benavidez and Ja Obetaia?
David Benavidez because he's got all the fan base with him, bro. Jao
Okay,
Petaya is from New Zealand.
okay.
Now, but
He's
why?
from
But why does he have a
he's from
fan base
Australia.
though?
From
That's what we got to talk
Australia.
about.
Because
No,
he was
he's from no.
because
But see,
he's
the thing is,
Mexican, bro.
but
No,
see,
knock it off,
hold on,
irony.
What do you mean
hold
knock
on,
it off? Look
no.
at Virgil. Look
How
at
long
Virgil.
has Benavidez been a world champion? How?
Um,
Come on, we got to call it what it is. Look at his resume.
I mean, how
No,
many
David
train
That's why he has a
Benavidez,
fan base.
world champion or interim champion? Which one of the two?
He was
both.
the youngest. Was he the youngest 168-pound champion in history? Free.
I don't know.
Yes,
I don't know
yes.
off the top of my head, man.
Man, this stuff is laughable, yo.
No, the man's been a
Benavidez.
champ.
Okay,
He's been a champion
okay.
since he was like 20 years old.
Opetaia
Been a
been
champ since he was
murking people, bro. Opetaia's been sleeping. You want to talk about
Jordan
murking people?
Thompson.
You want to talk about
Ellis
murking people?
Zorro.
Hold on. What about David Nika? How about David Nika?
David Nika.
Uh-huh.
But hold on,
Is he? Hold on,
hold
hold
on,
on,
hold on.
hold on. Is he from New Zealand or Australia? Just help me out
He
with
from
that.
I
Australia. He
don't
from
know. I don't
Australia.
distinguish between the two.
He's from Australia. He's from
Come
Australia. But
on,
see,
knock it off, irony.
this is what I want to say
He doesn't have the best
because
resume.
he
You're
said
right.
Arnie said David Benavidez is the A side.
Of
Okay,
course.
we just seen a side make a demand to a B side, and the B side did it. Shakur told they're going, oh, Shockey Falls, if you want to fight with me, beat Raymond Ford. Oh, Shockey beat Raymond Ford. Now he's asking for the fight with the A side. If Ja Overtime wants to fight with David Benavidez like everybody claim he does, even though he's making moves other ways, but everybody say he wants to fight with David Benavidez, even though his action shows otherwise. But if he wants to fight with David, then do what David told you to do. Come over here, let's make the fight, and we can get it popping. I'm not fighting on Zuffer. So come over here, let's make the fight. Right now, it doesn't seem like Ja Overtime is trying to do that. He's trying to fight.
I can't defend that. Yeah, I don't know.
2 fights.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell he did that. No, I don't know why. I cannot defend that, bro. We got to be real here. I don't know why the hell he did that. When he did that, you know what I said? I said, I'm hoping because wishful thinking here, right?
I don't think y'all paid attention to what I said earlier when I said Ja Overtime he already lined up the fight with Noel in March.
Yeah.
David Benavidez fought Zotto in November. That means Ja Overtime already put 2 fights in front of David Benavidez. But everybody said he wants to fight with David Benavidez. That man already put 2 fights in front of him. He had the Brandon fight and the Noel fight in front of David Benavidez.
Hold on, David. David said he was going to